Hello friends, today I'm going to do the unboxing of this Gobi GorillaPod. This is a 5K rig model, and I'm just going to bust it open and let you guys see the inside of it, rather than just talk about it to death. It's packed really well. Okay, so inside, the first thing is you have this tripod. This is a 5K model of the tripod. If you decide to buy just the tripod by itself without the quote-unquote rig, this is what you'd expect, which looks very similar to the 1K model that I have sitting here next to it on a Canon M50. However, this is a rig. So the rig is basically this additional plate that they give you. You just put the plate there, and then you screw this on. Once you have this screwed on, you now have your rig assembled. There are these little arms that come with the system. The arms are pretty much optional. You only use them if you want to, but the arms screw on here. I'm not really right now crazy about these arms, but I'm happy to know that I have them, if I need them. Then the adapter on the top is ARCA Swiss. If you don't know what that means that a lot of the tripods have the same type of head on them, so you can probably get the tripod that you have now, the adapter on the bottom, you could just slide it right in here, good to go, or you could use this on your existing tripod. I'm assuming that it is ARCA Swiss and not like Manfrotto or some other brand on the, and Manfrotto probably has ARCA Swiss adapters, but I think they have their own special adapter that's a Manfrotto adapter. Also, with what's inside the box to get you guys started, they give you this little package of adapters, and I'll do a little close-up on the adapters for you. The adapters basically fit on the ends, so you can do like lights if you want, that will screw into them, or there's a GoPro adapter on here also if you wanted to do a GoPro. They also give you this handy dandy strap. What the strap is for is so you can carry this around on your back, or the other option is so you can strap it around a tree or some other kind of object. So let's talk about sizing for a second. There are 3 different size GorillaPods. I only have the small one, which is a 1K, and the 5K now. The 3K is the one that they keep recommending to people, and the 3K might be appropriately sized, but there was a reason for me to buy the 5K. Now the numbers, or whatever the Ks, that's kilograms. It's a weight that supposedly these are rated to hold. So obviously, if you're in the United States, that would be 2.5 pounds for the 1K. It would be 6.5 pounds for the 3K, and it would be 11 pounds for the 5K. And an 11-pound camera is a humongous camera. For reference sakes, this camera right here, which is the Sony M50 with a 11mm Canon M50 with an 11mm lens, is about 1.5 pounds. So it should be fine. 1.5 pound camera on a 2.2 pound stand. But what I found is if you don't get it like exactly perfect, it just wants to fall over. And obviously on camera, there we go, see? It just fell over. It wants to fall over. So, and the arms get kind of loose over time. So what I've found is basically you want something bigger than what it says, like a lot bigger. Preferably maybe even double what it says. So for instance, the Sony A7 that I'm filming this on right now is a 2.5 pound camera with the lens that we have on there, the 14mm lens. So 2.5 pounds, it means that you probably want at least the 5 pound or the middle model, the 3K, and that's what they recommend on the website. They keep recommending 3K, 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 buy the 3K. The reason why they do not recommend the 5K is because this is heavy. It doesn't feel particularly heavy to me, but it is heavier. So the weight of this, and I think it probably includes all the little kind of gadgets too, is 1.8 pounds. So this right here, they say weighs more than this camera, right? So this is pretty heavy. It's almost like carrying, I guess, 2 cameras almost, 2 small cameras. Then the 3K that I don't have is about half the weight, 0.8 pounds. And then the 1K is even half of that, 8.4 pounds. So this is very, very lightweight, very, very heavy. But to me, why would I pick the heavy one, the big, giant, heavy one? Well, there's a couple reasons why I would pick the big, giant, heavy one. The whole point of the GorillaPod is for it to not be a tripod, to use it in other situations where it's not just triangular, where you're wrapping it around banisters or putting it on a trash can or putting it somewhere where, you know, the shape may not be normal, right? And so to me, if I'm putting my camera in danger, then I want it to be a little extra strong. So I'm willing to carry something a little bit heavier so I feel a little more comfortable putting my camera in that position where it's a little bit more likely to fall over. Then the other thing is this strap here, and this is part of the reason why I bought the rig. This strap is intended to hold the camera down. So if you want to hang it on a tree, I'll try to show you a picture of that. You can use the strap to hold it in such a way that normally you wouldn't be able to hold it down with these tripods. However, you know, with me being a little kind of extra paranoid about my camera, it also means that if I put my camera somewhere where normally it would be safe or semi-safe with the arms, I could also use that strap to hold it down even more. So to me, yeah, I paid the extra just for the strap and this little arm here, not necessarily for the little bendy things. But with that said, I only have one hot shoe on my camera and I use it for the microphone. If I did want to have a light, then maybe I would use one of these arms for a light, and we'll show you some examples. Let's do that. This is an example of how you could use, say, a gazebo arm with a GorillaPod. This is pretty like a normal thing. The main difference is this rig. So basically, because you have this little strap that locks down here, you can basically lock your camera in place. So then even if, heaven forbid, you know, you shake it or the wind blows or something, basically your camera is not going to go anywhere. You might lose a shot, but you're not going to lose your camera. So the strap to me seems well worth it, to pay the little extra, to feel, you know, like your camera is not going to go anywhere. And then second off, you can use the strap to carry your camera around. This is how they advertise that you would use the strap. So as you can see, I have this camera mounted directly against this gazebo pole. There's obviously limitations on how big of a tree or like a phone pole, whatever that you're going to use this on. But the camera is basically on this vertical arm. And then the 3 tripod legs are used to prevent the camera from, you know, going side to side. But once again, it's not going to go anywhere because it has this strap. So to me, I bought the rig for the strap, not necessarily for the little arms that are on the side. That's just me. But hopefully this helped you guys out in your purchasing decision on if you want to buy this or not. And I don't work for Joby, and I really don't care if you buy one or not, but mainly I wanted to just share with you this neat little thing. They do advertise that you can carry this around with the strap, but I'd like to show you right here. This strap is actually smaller than a regular camera strap. So unless you're really small, I don't think you're going to be carrying this around by the strap. Unless you just are hanging on like one shoulder, just if that was why you were purchasing it. To me, like I was saying, the main use of the strap is to strap it around a vertical object, or to give you that additional security that your camera isn't going to fall over and get damaged. You know, if the goby kind of like fails a little bit, or if the wind blows or whatever happens. So to point out, one of the most obvious use cases for this is for vlogging. So people will, if they have like say a 20mm camera, if they want to get a little bit more width behind them, they'll hold the camera out a little bit further away from themselves using the GorillaPod as just basically a selfie stick. So anyway, hopefully this video helps you guys out on decision making and figuring out which Joby you want. And I didn't see that many videos actually on the GorillaPod rig, specifically in like what was in the box. I saw one video actually, So I thought, why not shoot a video, and then maybe this will help somebody out. So anyway, if you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. We're always looking for subscribers, and thank you guys, and we'll try to dumb down some more technology for you guys.